So Nisha, what is it about today's article that made you want to turn it into a video?
The name Puma Pard.
Puma Pard. Puma Pard. Puma Pard. I'm paid to say these words. Before we continue, can we all just take a moment to appreciate that we all live in a world where the word Puma Pard is a real thing? And if you're all curious what a Puma Pard is or how you get one, first you need to get yourself a puma and a leopard.
So I'm guessing this is a crossbreed of a leopard and a puma.
Yes, and there's a number of animals like this, perhaps the most famous being the liger, which is a combination of a lion and a tiger when you breed them. And the liger is bigger than both the parent animals, which isn't exactly the case for all of these animal hybrids. And in regards to the Puma Pard, is a cross between a puma and a leopard, and the actual gender of each doesn't really matter. And you can get a Puma Pard by pairing a male puma with a female leopard and vice versa. So long as they get their fuck on, you will get a Puma Pard. And before we continue, Nisha, how fucking adorable is just the name, the Puma Pard?
It is so cute.
It sounds like a Pokemon.
Yeah. Any name that's referring to some sort of cat. It's cute to me.
The Puma Pard. Look, he's so good. There's a picture of one behind me. And we get to why they're so cute in a moment, because there's an adorable extra additional factoid about the Puma Pard. But before we move on, like, Nisha, what two animals would you like to see combined? Because I believe I've had this conversation before with Brad, which resulted in, like, while you think the creation of a t-shirt that's over here, people can hear me off camera, but the creation of a t-shirt that's in the fact-themed wardrobe that is just a drawer with t-shirts in it, that resulted in the creation of the Turbo Gorilla, which is a cheetah and a gorilla, the Turbo Gorilla, the most deadly creature in all of Africa. So, Nisha, what two creatures would you like to see combined that we can hopefully get some sick, awesome artists out there to do a drawing of?
Oh, God. Oh, it's a tough question. You have to give me a minute.
Okay. Well, just think, how would you create a creature for optimal cuteness? Because I believe we created the Turbo Gorilla. So how do you create the deadliest animal? So combine the strength of the gorilla with the ferocity of a gorilla, with the power and nobleness of a gorilla, and then make it like as fast as a cheetah. Because can you imagine if gorillas could run at 60 miles an hour? That's game over, that.
That's scary.
That scene in Rise of the Planet of the Apes, where just the gorilla does the Harambe Revenger to the helicopter. That'd be all it would be. That'd be all of humanity forever until the gorillas win. So hopefully I've riffed enough, and I'm hoping they put the clip in of the Harambe Revenger from that film. But have you thought of two animals you'd like to combine for maximum cuteness?
Oh, God. I think I definitely have to put in like a baby hedgehog in there.
Okay.
A hedgehog. I'm just trying to think what I could pair it with which would make it adorable.
Because then as well, you get to use the suffix hog on whatever the final creature ends up being. You know what, Nisha? I'll leave that with you for a few moments while we discuss the origins of the Puma Pard. So unlike most every other animal on Earth which evolved into being, the Puma Pard was very much man-made, and it reportedly came into being in around the 1800s when some people at a zoo accidentally left a puma and a leopard in a cage, and the creatures just had some sex. And it's not clear which of the creatures was female and which of the creatures was male, but we do know that a few months later, a Puma Pard was born. And I believe this happened in the UK, and rich people around the UK, who at the time would collect exotic animals as status symbols and things of that nature, were like, we need to get us some goddamn Puma Pards. Fuck these peacocks we've got, I want a Puma Pard. Because isn't that a weird thing? Like, when you go to a big, rich country estate, there's always just a peacock swanning around like an asshole.
Yeah, it's just like owns the place.
Yeah, and just there's always been something about the noise a peacock makes that pisses me off. Because it just sounds like the bird equivalent of I am better than you. I don't like it. When you look at a peacock, it's just like, no, it's like, shut up, peacock. I could have you. It's like
that with a lot of like birds, like geese and swans are quite aggressive and think they're much bigger than you. They're scary. Like I remember once when I was young, I went to a nature reserve.
Did you get attacked by a swan?
Yeah, I got bit by a swan.
Everybody has that story that I know. Went to a nature reserve and just a swan stepped up and just did a 10-hit Tekken combo on me. And I was like, I don't know what to do.
But there was one time when I was a bit older, we went again, and my mum is terrified of. Well, my mum is terrified of birds in general, and I got out the car, and there was like a load of geese kind of surrounding the area, and my mum would not get out. She was stuck in the car.
She made the right decision.
The entire time that we were there, she was just like,
She made the right decision to avoid the geese. And the story I always remember is someone who told me when they were a kid, there was a guy who had a guard swan outside his house instead of a guard dog. And everyone on the estate thought it was stupid up until they tried to get a ball out of his garden. And this giant flapping monstrosity just honking, just was coming towards you.
Oh, God.
You just shit yourself and you run. Because they're very territorial, which additionally reminds me of the existence of guard llamas. If you're aware of guard llamas.
Oh, no, I've not heard of this.
Well, llamas are, again, very territorial, and they will take most creatures under their wing, like their metaphorical wing, and protect them and consider them part of their herd.
Okay.
And they are aggressive enough to stomp most predators to death. So something farmers do is just get a llama and put them with their sheep or their goats, because the llama will consider the goats part of its herd, and if a fox or a wolf comes in, will kick the shit out of them. So you get like these big fuzzy guardians, which is adorable and awesome. It's adorable. Or horrible. Whichever word works.
That sounds good.
Combining two words. Speaking of which, Nisha, have you thought of what animal you'd like to combine with the baby hedgehog that sat alone over my shoulder?
I'm thinking probably a bunny, because they're pretty cute as well.
So then you get the bun hog.
Oh, the bun hog.
Or the honey.
Hedgie.
Oh, yeah, the hedgie. Edgy the hedgie. No, that's Sonic. That's terrible. That's the opposite of cute. That's awful. So let's have a look. So it'd be the bun hog or the hedgie. What's cuter, the bun hog or the hedgie?
Oh,
you know what? Let's go with the bun hog, because that sounds cuter. So whoever edits this one, try to lazily Photoshop those two animals together, and hopefully some big dick artist will get in contact with me on my Twitter and draw some fan art of that I can also put on a t-shirt.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier that there's something adorable about the puma pod besides its name.
Yes, like the name puma pod is fucking adorable, and the creatures themselves are very fuzzy, and they have that thing where they've got the really big paws, because they're babies, and it's really fun. But there is an additional thing about the puma pod that makes it just that extra bit adorable, and is the reason that when they were first discovered, rich people wanted them, and that is because almost every puma pod born suffers from feline dwarfism, which results in them having stubby little limbs. And you can see an example of that in these things called munchkin cats, which are just cats with legs that are about this long. And the only real comparison I can draw between munchkin cats and another animal is like dachshunds with their teeny tiny legs, and they walk really funny, and they go. And I want to bring this up because my dad, his dream is to own a sausage dog, and he wants to call it Frank. You know, Frank Fur.
That's a cute dream.
But he wants to, but he can't, and he's really upset. So one year, he got a crochet your own sausage dog as a Christmas gift, and he sent me a picture of it saying, "Look, son, I got one." And my dad as well, if in the vein of adorable stuff, he once got a birthday gift, which was go walk some wolves.
Go walk some wool?
Walk some wolves.
Oh, wolves. I said wool. I was like, how? No,
so it's domesticated wolves. And you think, you spend half an hour, you feed them, you go for a walk with them. And he just sent me a picture, and it's just him with his big beaming smile and this giant fucking wolf. And the caption said, "Hi, son, I survived. They are very powerful."
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
What's the summation of the wolf as a creature? It is very powerful.
Yeah, it's big, fluffy, very powerful.
So yeah, almost every puma pod is born with feline dwarfism, giving them tiny, adorable legs. And people might be wondering, does that impact the mobility and agility of the puma pod? And not really, no. And even munchkin cats, and there's a picture of one behind me, because they're better because they're fucking awesome. And you might be looking at it thinking, how does that thing get around? And the answer is quite well. Obviously, they can't run as fast, but they are apparently just as agile as a regular cat, and they can do everything that a normal cat could do. They just look like they've been squashed. They look like when you try to resize an image in Photoshop, and you accidentally don't click the corner and just drag it down and smush it down. Oh, God, damn.
They're like, it's like when someone accidentally sits on one by accident and just squash.
Yeah. Just a very squashed cat. Can we try that? Next to the picture of a munchkin cat, can we please just get a regular cat and just smush it down a little bit? See how that looks. Perfect. And Nisha, as if them having teeny tiny legs wasn't adorable enough, puma pards will also rarely, if ever, grow to be even half the size of either of their parents, meaning they are roughly the size like a medium-sized dog. So they are realistically big enough to have as a pet.
Yeah.
And obviously, you probably shouldn't have a wild, dangerous animal that was birthed into existence a week ago for a pet. But there are probably people out there who want one, and there were people back in the day who definitely had them. But the weirdest part is, though, ownership of them kind of dropped off.
Well, you mentioned like people having them or wanting to have them as pets. I'm just thinking about the Tiger King. Maybe I could be the puma pard queen.
The puma pard queen. Like Tiger King, what a depressing ass show. Well, I think the most depressing part of that is, oh, here's a baby tiger. It is literally seconds old. And he just hooks it with a piece of wire and drags it under a fucking fence. Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, he's just passing it when he gets like kids and stuff to visit the zoo, and he's just passing these babies around thinking, oh, poor babies.
Seconds old. My favourite part about that entire show, though, is that Joe Exotic, he's an arsehole. He's a sociopathic narcissist. And right at the start, he has that big, long-winded quote about, yeah, do you know the reason that tigers die in cages? It's because their soul dies. Also, I'm a big believer in karma. Smash cut, spoilers, Joe Exotic in jail. This is so unfair. What did I ever do to deserve this? It's like, you talk all the time about fucking karma and how what goes around comes around. And now you're in a cage after caging wild animals your entire adult life.
How can you say, oh yeah, it's bad to cage animals, and then cage animals? Like, how can...
But he also he just talks endlessly about karma and how he believes that people always get what's coming to them. And it is the most poetic justice that he ends up in a cage against his will. Mm-hmm. And he doesn't see the irony. He thinks it's everyone else's fault but his. Fuck you, Joe Exotic. Oh. Anyway. You might be wondering, Karl, these things are fucking adorable. I'm sure people would love to have them. And the answer is, yeah, they did. But the problem with puma pards, and indeed most crossbred animals like this, such as ligers, is that they are born sterile and they don't live for very long, meaning they're very difficult to get a hold of. And when you have got a hold of them, they tend to die pretty quickly. Also, there's a lot of health problems that come with them because they're creatures that aren't supposed to exist.
Yeah, so it's kind of expected they're going to have some health issues and they're not going to live a full life as you'd imagine.
Yeah, that's an issue with just all domesticated creatures when they get to that point where they are bred for specific traits. Look at pugs. Every moment pugs live is agony. Oh. I remember I was sat on waiting for a bus or something and there was a lady next to me with a pug, and you heard every moment of that pug's existence was struggle. It was just sat still. It was it just felt, man, you're cute, but fucking hell.
They struggle when they go up and down stairs. And videos of that makes me laugh, but I feel bad knowing that they're struggling.
Yeah,
but when they're just kind of hopping up and down the steps, it's hilarious.
He's got a chihuahua, and it's the smallest chihuahua I've ever seen, and he calls it Grandad. Do you know why he calls it Grandad?
Why?
It struggles to get up and down the stairs. So Nisha, I believe quietly during the recording of this video, you were Googling some animal hybrids, were you not?
Yeah, I was indeed.
And I thought for the end of the video, we can just go through some of them because they tend to have quite hilarious names. A la the puma pard, the liger, or my personal favourite, the Z-donk, which is a zebra cross with a donkey. So would you like to just go through that list now, and myself and the audience can just enjoy the wondrous amalgamations that man has created and wrought?
Well, I'm going to start with a good one, which I think might be my favourite.
Tell us the name, and I'll try and guess what it is.
Okay.
That could be a fun game. Audience at home, feel free to join in.
Right, so first one is a geep.
A geep?
Geep.
Can you... Okay,
do you want me to spell it out? Oh,
goat and sheep.
Yeah, that's right. Goat and sheep.
Hopefully there'll be pictures behind me as I say these.
Yep. Growler bear.
Oh, that's a grizzly bear combined with a polar bear?
Yep.
And I always got pissed off that they didn't call it a grizzly bear. But that's beside the point.
Okay. Coy wolf.
A coy wolf?
Yeah.
A coyote and a wolf?
Yep.
Oh, I'm so good at this.
Actually,
you know what? You can tell we're in social isolation because we're taking part in a quiz right now.
Going back to the Growler bear, it does say under the picture, also called Pizzly Bears.
Yes, nailed it. That should be the de facto name. Pizzly Bear.
Okay, next. Wolfin.
Was never a wolf and a dolphin.
No.
That'd be terrifying. A furry dolphin or a slippery wolf. A wolfin. I don't know.
It's a killer whale and a bottlenose dolphin.
Yeah. Oh, damn it. I was thinking land creature. Oh, that's the twist. Very sneaky. I like it.
A beefalo.
Oh, that's got to be a cow and a buffalo.
Yep.
Beef.
And they're also in the game Don't Starve. There's actual beefalo in the game Don't Starve.
Beefalo. Beefalo. Oh,
okay.
I would love to. I want my job to be people presenting these hybrids to me, and I've got to come up with a name. That's my dream job right there.
Okay, next one is a Karma. So spelled with a C.
Can I get a clue as to what kind of creature it is?
Desert animal.
Okay, so it's
crossed with a non-desert animal, which we spoke about earlier in the video about being...
Okay, I'm lost. What is it?
It's a camel and a llama.
Oh, damn it! Oh, man.
I don't know how to describe it without saying what it was.
Oh, okay. Well, I just meant in terms of, like, is it a quadruped? Is it a fish? Is it a bird? That sort of thing.
I don't know.
It's the general taxonomy of the creature. Well, one or two more. These are fun. This is a fun game.
Leopon. That should be an easy one.
Leopon. Oh. So leopard.
Yep.
And pon. Nope. Not a clue.
So it's a leopard, so you got that bit right, and a lion.
Oh,
so it's like
God,
a male leopard and a female lion, so Leopon.
Ah, okay, yeah, because you can get variations based on what you get. Oh, damn, that's super cool. That's super fucking good.
Another variation is a Tigan.
Yeah, and then you can get a Tigron, which is a lioness breeding with a male tiger or something like that. And Tigrons look fucking dangerous. They look like a Pokemon. They look like Arcanine. It's crazy.
Do you want any
last
more?
one, let's go. Well, last one, let's go. Make it a goodie.
This might be a difficult one, though. A Hinny.
Hinny. A horse.
Yep.
A horse. And a pony.
Oh, close. A donkey.
Oh, God damn it, no! Boo!
It's a female donkey and a male horse.
This should be the channel now. I'm sorry, folks. This is now the channel of Karl guessing animal names.